Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are filming another palette tag, so if you are curious about that, please keep on watching. Today we have a very fun palette tag and I saw this video on Angelica's channel, so I will link her video, and as well the creator is Chic Geek, so I will link her video down below as well, and all the questions. And if you are curious about this look, I filmed it. It should be already live and I will link that one down below as well. So let's start. We have 10 questions and the first one is a palette you wore on a special occasion, and I will mention occasions because usually for my birthdays I use this one, and this is the answer that Angelica did as well, and is the Metropolis from Natasha Denona. This is my favorite palette in my collection, let's just say that. But this palette is a dream, really. It's so creamy, so easy to blend, so different formulas, so good color story as well. I absolutely love green, so this is a dream. And usually what I do for my birthday is pick a matte from here, maybe a bit more green, maybe a bit more neutral, and then put this shimmer on the lid and it looks perfect every time. So sometimes I'm doing a neutral crease and this one, and then a green lower lash. Usually that is my kind of look with this palette, or I'm doing something green on the lid with this one and something more orangey on the lower lash or something like that. Very beautiful palette, very good quality. I'm so happy that I own this one. The second question is a palette you love but it's repetitive, and I took this question just a bit different. I didn't choose a palette that is repetitive on its own, but I took the question like repetitive in the Natasha Denona world, and that is my dream palette from Natasha Denona. This is a stunning palette, I love it, it's very good quality and everything, but these shades are not that unique. Maybe this corner in here with some purple and this multichrome, sure, but the rest of them not that innovative or new or exciting. But the palette overall, I do like it and I'm happy that I own it and I use it. I actually use it today a bit. I used this one in my crease in there, but it's a bit repetitive in the Natasha Denona collection of palettes and shades. So that's the reason I picked this one for this question. The third question is a palette you got your money's worth, and this was very easy, and is this one. Is the Natasha Denona, a lot of Natasha Denona, but I love it of course, is the mini retro. I use this one. This is always coming with me in vacation. I just went to Greece and took this one because it's so easy to use. This shimmer, this one in here, it's so beautiful, very shimmery, shiny, glowy, and this palette it's neutral but still with something a bit different with those greens and this pink in here. I absolutely love it, and this transition is perfect for me. So as you can see, it has a dip and I love this palette. Next question is a palette that is an amazing deal and I picked this one. This is the Lost in Los Angeles by BH Cosmetics, and this is pretty affordable and it's so good quality. I always use this palette to mix it in with other palettes because it is a perfect companion, and the shimmers are really great and the mattes are very blendable and buildable. And I picked this palette as well because I used this white so many times. It's so stunning, so good quality, so pigmented, and a perfect inner corner highlight. So that's the reason I picked this one. Is just so good quality. The packaging is nice as well. It's cardboard but it's sturdy, so I think this is a perfect and amazing deal. Next is a quad that you love and wish was a larger palette, and I picked for this one my only quad in my collection, so I kind of cheated, but I was looking around for the 5 pen from Natasha Denona or other palettes that are 5 pens or 6 pens, so smaller palettes, but I came back to this one because I still consider this the perfect answer for this question. This is the Viseart Violetta, and it's so stunning. And I searched for the Viseart website just to see if they have something remotely similar to this, and they don't have it, in my opinion. They have the how is it called, the violet, they have a violet palette, but it's neutral leaning and a bit with a lot of lighter shades or stuff like that. So I would love a 12 pen, a 16 pen with something like this and something a bit more purple. So a shimmer like this one, a more duochromatic greenish purplish shade, this one that is a more reddish shade, so something a bit deeper with some red shades, with some purple shades, with some neutrally transition shades, but not beige. So yeah, I would really like that from Viseart. Next question: you love the quality of the shadows but you hate the packaging. This was very easy as well because I have this one. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette and is the Ultimate Utopia one. This packaging is annoying as fluff because it's very hard plastic and it's hard to open and it's so cheap. I am waiting for this to break because it will happen. It's so annoying, but the quality of these shadows is so nice, and they are just a bit more affordable. I would say that they are not that affordable, but they are good quality shadows. And even though the shimmers are just a bit too flaky for my taste, the mattes are so nice. So I really, why is this not a cardboard packaging? That would have been perfection. I would have loved this palette even more, but it's not, so I mentioned this one for bad packaging. Next question is: show your dream palette with singles. And for this question in particular, I will link down below a short because I'm planning to film that today actually. So that will be live before this video and that will be my dream palette. I will try my best to create it and see how it goes, so I will link that in the description box. Next question is palettes you like to combine together, and usually I like combining pastel palettes with dark yummy grungy shades, so I decided to pick these ones, but I do mix this one with the Lost in Los Angeles as well. This is the pastel palette from Natasha Denona and this one is the Club Nebula. This is a pretty light palette overall. You have beautiful shimmers and the mattes are more on the green side, blue side, pink, this very yummy greenish yellow shade that is a cream to powder that is absolutely amazing, and the shimmers are really stunning, and I love combining that with this one because it has some grungy deep shades, and I could use this corner in here to intensify any look, and I can use these toppers as well on top of the shimmery shades from the Natasha Denona pastel, so they are a match made in heaven. Next question is a large palette that you wish was smaller, and for this one I have actually two answers. The first one is the Bperfect Carnival 3, and I will put the picture up because I don't have it right now. I did declutter it because it was pretty old and it's just so big and I don't have space for that in my drawer. But that palette would have been the perfect 16 pen, very colorful and very beautiful. The shimmers were so yummy and some of the mattes were perfection, but the blues were pretty bad, and then we had some very repetitive shades. Another palette for this question is the Untamed from Sigma. I don't love this palette, it is what it is, and I would have loved for this one to be a 6 pen because these 4 shades, I don't care about them, they are not good shades in my opinion, and then some of these shimmers are not for me for sure. So what I would have loved for this one is to have these two, the cream and the black shade, because that would have been amazing, and then these two greens, and then maybe these two. So something, and maybe one red, so something maybe like a 8 pen, so without these, something like this, and these two shades to be something else. I would have loved that, and these two are not needed. They are way too similar. So this color story had potential, but I would just prefer this one to be a 6 pen or an 8 pen. The last question is an eyeshadow palette you wish had a matching face palette, and for that I actually picked the Nimya palette because they have really good formulas, so I am sure that they will be able to create a face palette. And look at this color story. Of course, I don't want the bright blue or the bright orange, even though a bright orange cheek, that could work, but I would like this shade, Never Boring, to be a blush, but a shimmery one. So a bit like this one mixed with this. Something, of course, this is an eyeshadow, so it's way too shimmery for the cheeks, but I really like the undertone and everything of this shade. And then a bronzer with this shade, the Bronzer shade, or something mixed up. Beautiful. B for basic, again, a very stunning blush, or even this one as a blush. I think this palette has a bit of potential for some really good and unique colors for the cheeks, so that's the reason I'm picking this one. So these were all the questions. Like I said, I will put all of them in the description box if you are a creator and you want to film this video as well. And if you are not a creator, please leave the answers in the comments, because I will be more than curious to read them. And if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.